Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to Aussie Fish Keeping. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the red root floater. In particular, we're going to be talking about the proper care, maintenance, and propagation methods that are vital for these plants to thrive in your aquarium. So the red root floater, or Phyllanthus Fluitans, is a really cool exotic floating plant that you can get for your aquarium. Now, I've had a lot of success keeping this in my 2-foot community tank, which you may have seen before. And I thought I'd make a video on my success to help anybody who's struggling with growing this plant or just wants to learn more about it. As the name suggests, they do have awesome red roots that dangle down into the water column of your aquarium and suck out all the nitrates and bad stuff that you just don't want in your water. I will admit that this plant can be a little bit fickle at times, and I know many people who have not had success with this plant. That's because it can sometimes require a little bit more care than most floaters, such as duckweed. I do also find if the red root floaters aren't kept in a really desirable condition, they will start to kind of go green, so their roots will turn more of a whitish color and the leaves will turn more of a green. Now, this can obviously be resolved by adding fertilizers into your water, which will help with the roots, and putting a higher lining on the tank, which will help turn the leaves a nice red color. In my personal experience, I find that the Bunnings lights are perfect for growing these plants, and they do get that nice vibrant red coloration and they just multiply like crazy. As for the water parameters for these guys, you're going to find 6.5 to 7.5 in the pH scale will just be perfect, and they will just thrive in these conditions. They also like a really warm, nutrient-rich water, so anywhere between 72 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit is absolutely perfect temperature for these guys to grow. The final thing you may need to take into account is the water flow. Now, these guys like really gentle, low flow, and if you have them in a high flow environment, you will find their leaves start to turn brown and wilt away. As for propagating these guys, it's as simple as finding a plant that has multiple sections. So you're looking for about 6 to 8 leaves, and you want to cut or break just in between these leaves. So you should end up with 2 separate plants, and then you just throw them back in your tank and they will keep multiplying. It is super simple and it's nothing to worry about. It's just a really easy thing to do. If you don't want to propagate them, you will find they will spread a lot slower and they'll start to stack up a little bit and start to grow towards the light source. A couple of final things I'd like to say is that if you are planning on putting these guys in your tank, make sure the species that you have in there are compatible. So I would not recommend them with anything like goldfish or African cichlids or any other small fish that might nip at their roots, because it can be absolutely detrimental to a plant as they can no longer suck in nutrients and grow. So the species I find work the best are the species that I keep with mine. So any catfish should be alright, like bristlenose or cories, and betters are also perfect, guppies and danios. Another thing I would recommend is picking up all the dead leaves off your plants. Now, you could go without this, but I just find they just clog up the filters and sink to the bottom, and they just don't look good to have in your tank. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned a thing or two about red root floaters. Make sure to subscribe, please. It really does help. And also go check out my Instagram, Facebook group, and TikTok. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.